have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
You two can't be that naive. That thing, it's just gonna escalate everything. You can't honestly believe it will stem the blood.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that...
Sure.
That being said, I've received orders that we're both... Follow me up to the roof of the...
I'm
Hey.
actually a
Point the
little
way.
jealous you get to head out to find these bits of lost tech.
Piper,
Exploring the
What's going on?
ruins is why I joined up in the
I
first
think
place.
we ought to go our separate ways.
Suppose I'll head home then. But if you decide you want to get in some more trouble...
I was itching to head out on an extermination op.
Well, there are plenty of objectives to choose from. The Commonwealth is still crawling with barrels, super mutants.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Pridwin should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. There she is. It's been far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. And welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad victorium, Captain.
Ad victorium, Paladin.
Captain Kells?
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific... As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they... Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, your...
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed...
Sure.
Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over... Dismissed, Initiate.
I can't talk to you right now. Maxon is preparing to address the crew.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad victorium!
Ad victorium!
Ad victorium!
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us, seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers. You couldn't... Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot
Excuse
of
me,
work ahead
Paladin
of us,
Dance?
brother.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up...
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. Call me old-fashioned. There's nothing better than boots on the ground.
Ah, good. You're finally here.
We were
Just set the
ambushed
books
by
down
the raiders.
anywhere. I'll
Idiots
get to
had
them as
no
soon as I
idea
can.
what they were getting into. The ones that survived will be pissing blood for a month.
Whoa.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment.
Sure. Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. That's why I consider everything else.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle, and if you wish to be assigned to a research in any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure... Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. supposed to report
So,
10 minutes ago.
you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Your way through a mire Got it.
There it is.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate? Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Come on. If we're going to be working as a team, we should get to know each other better.
I guess I can't argue with that. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
Who were you fighting?
Super mutants. The damn things had wrangled a couple of behemoths and were marching on our main base of operations. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? Creep me back out.
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
When it comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already, the powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep it. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might...
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details.
Right.
In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Tegan.
What brings you to me today?
I'll take a look.
Be my guest.
child? Maybe a superhero.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time,
Excuse me.
Captain
Pull up a
Kell's
stool,
gonna have
Knight.
me do 100 push-ups.
There are days I miss being out in the field. Usually during lunches.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing!
All right, all right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship.
Sure. Anytime. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Let's get airborne.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Mr. Green, and we're cleared for release. Keep him in your sight. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
Someone there?
Ah, trash to me.
What's that?
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
What? Who's there? Face me, you coward!
This area seems to be in disarray. I wonder if there's a reason.
Ah, wanted a fight? John, what is it? Fight today.
familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it. Take a look. That's having to make. Understood?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy...
Super mutants are no better. They're a reminder of man's... whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate as members of the Brotherhood. It's so.
Consider it done.
Look, the Brother...
It'll be up
now. We have a vertibird on station. Use it to carry... Dismissed.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. Hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
area seems to be in disarray.
Oh! Nice.
Negative visual on the target.
What? Who's there? I hear something. Come on!
Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man. I've been fighting for years. I've seen what these super mutants do. It would be Armageddon. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these...
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
That's it.
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
Sergeant Gavel.
If you need supplies, report to Proctor Tegan up on the Prydwen.
Hey, you haven't lived until you've tipped ramen with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, Knight. You have technical...
I found some technical documents for you.
These? Well, here are the caps. Remember, check every build...
The Brotherhood behind us will never fall.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
If you can't carry all of that equipment, give some of it to me. You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring back some decent supplies. They're having to get real creative lately.